We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Okay, ready. Lock it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
And he'll get a couple up to the 39.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Oh, what a move.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
11 yards there on a first down for Seattle.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Unlock right, unlock right.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, it's Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. Ayuk to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Davion Taylor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
To the right side, this is Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hurt sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Throwing is Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson gets around him. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Wilson to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by
Quandre Diggs.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Sticking with Walker on second down. Oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
McLeod to return it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They go play action with Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And he finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's got down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 49 yards. And the 49ers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. He completes this to Walker. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. To throw is Wilson. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 49 yards. And the Niners have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Hurts. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Lockett, the man in motion. Straight ahead, Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd, here's an option play right. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Gets this to Fant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw. Going right back to Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Walker, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
I'm the best, and the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go, you know.